Okay, here's 19 and 20. And I'll tell you, they're not super easy to understand if you don't pay attention to detail. All right, Hannah wants to divide 5 oranges equally among 4 children. She drew a model to find 5 divided by 4. Is Hannah's model correct? Explain your reasoning using words, numbers, and pictures. Okay. So she takes her 5 oranges and she divides them into fourths. Okay, that makes reasonable sense. And then so on the 4 plates, she splits them up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they each get, it's kind of like the trail mix question, they each get 1 of each of the oranges. Okay, well, that makes sense to me. So let's do some math. First of all, I'm not going to overthink it. 5 divided by 4 is the same as 5 goes in the house, 4 goes knocking on the door. 4 goes into 5 one time with 1/4 left over. So is that right? So here's 1 plus 1/4. Would that work? That sounds like it works to me. So it would work. And you could circle it and then be like, yeah, that works. Okay. Or I could do 5 over 1 divided by 4 over 1, which equals 5 over 1 times 1/4, which gives me 5/4, which gives me 1 and 1/4. So yeah, I would say that she's correct. She is correct. You have to show me the math. You don't have to draw with pictures. The picture's already been drawn for you. You have to show me the math somehow. Okay, you can either do it that way or that way. This is more fraction. This is more probably what you'd end up doing. Okay, number 20. And this one makes people crazy. So you've got to pay attention to detail. And the bummer part is if you get A wrong, you get B wrong. And I'll tell you why people get A wrong. They don't change the numbers to improper fractions. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that you cannot multiply mixed numbers. You have to change them into improper fractions. It's not optional. It's not like, oh, I don't feel like it. It doesn't matter. The math gods are telling you if you don't do it, the answer is wrong. I'm telling you. Okay. So Axel paints his doghouse using leftover paint. He has 2 identical walls and 2 identical sections of roof unpainted. The dimensions of the rectangular wall and roof sections are listed in the table. Complete the table by writing the area of 1 wall and 1 roof section. Okay? So the wall is 1 1/3 times 2 1/6. Okay? Because area is length times width. All right, so 1/3 times 1/3 times 1 is 1 plus 1 is 4/3 times 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1 is 13/6. Okay, I'm going to cross cancel right here because these are both even numbers. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So now I've got 2 times 3, which I did earlier, which I know is 26, over 9. Okay, not done yet. I got to put it back into improper fraction or mixed number. 9 goes into 26. Looks like 2 times. Yeah, 2 times with a whole lot left over. With 8, so it's 2 8/9. All right, that's 26, that's 9, 13, yeah, so 2 8/9. All right, did I do that right? I think I did that right, okay. If I didn't, I'm sure somebody will tell me tomorrow. Okay, so now to find the roof, I've got 1 1/2 times 2 1/12, okay. Well, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 halves, and then 12 times 2 is 24 over 25/12. Okay, I'm going to cross cancel because 3 is a factor of 12. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 2. So now I've got 1/2 times 25 fourths. So I have 25 over 8. 25, I know, I'm running out of room. 25 in the house, 8 knocks on the door. That's 3 1/8. 3 1/8. Okay. So Axel has enough blue paint to cover 6 square feet. For which part of the doghouse will Axel have enough blue paint? 2 walls or 2 roofs of 2 sections. So it's either going to be wall plus wall equals 6 or roof plus roof equals 6. Which one's going to get us closer? Okay, well, wall plus wall is going to be 2 8/9 plus 2 8/9, which would be 4 16/9, or 5 7/9. Okay, so I added those and then I changed that to an improper fraction. So it's still less than 6, so we're okay. Or, so that's walls. Roof would be 3 1/8 plus 3 1/8, which would be 6 2/8. So that's not enough. There's too much roof. So 2 walls is the answer. Okay, so you have to correctly find the area before you can add them together. So if you get this wrong, you get this wrong. But you have to change the improper fraction, the mixed numbers into improper fractions. Okay, everybody, so that's number 20, 19 and 20. Okay, you can always email me if you have questions, but we're also going over this in class. So if you're missing this because you're in quarantine or in independent study, you might want to watch it again.